Okay, everybody, you get to sing. Though you don't have the words in front of you, you're going to be able to sing along with us really easily. So, you ready?
Right.
Okay. I want to hear somebody's pray. I want to hear somebody pray down in the valley and over yonder. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody sing. You do it. I want to hear somebody sing down in the valley. Somebody say, let's pick it. I want to hear somebody's song. I want to hear somebody's song. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody's song. Hey, 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 I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray down in the valley and over yonder. I want to hear somebody pray. 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 Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Harry Radowski, who is our 6th grade religious school teacher. Tonight is family service night, which means a lot of wonderful singing. And we get to hear from our 4th graders tonight, who are going to lead us in prayer. They're also going to tell us about one of the themes that is very important to them. I'll let their teachers tell you about that later. We're going to begin with lighting Shabbat candles on page 3 of the prayer book. Bob Russman is going to lead us in our candle lighting tonight.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Bob. Well, I want to say a special welcome to everybody who's watching online. We've got a lot of folks in Zoom. Glad to see you all. And also, I know that there are people who are watching on our live stream, so welcome. We're so pleased that you are joining us for worship this evening. Page 9. Please read with me at the bottom of the page. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Page 14, a text from the Psalms. And this melody, it's the last paragraph on page 14. This melody has the essential ingredient of all great songs, and that's a clapping part. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Same melody, just Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Okay, last time. Here we go. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq, Ul Yisrael Lev Simcha. Page 26. And if we have any of our religious schools, 5th, 6th, or 7th graders, 6th, let me say that again, 6th, 7th, or 8th graders, any of our religious schools, 6th, 7th, or 8th graders, come on up and help me lead Chatzi Kaddish on page 26. Come on up. There we go. Okay. Come on in. Oh, we got a big crowd tonight.
Oh, very big.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah Ve'alma tivarach yirtei ve'amlich malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon Uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala bagala Uv'izman kari V'imeru Amen Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach Le'olam ulam me'omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithala Shemei zekudasha brichu Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Da'ani iran be'alma Meru.
You can find the words for this setting of Baruch in the songbook on page 3. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vahed, Le'olam Vahed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. You may be seated. We continue at the top of page 31 in the prayer book. Please read with me. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 34, and our fourth grade is going to lead us in Shema and Ve'ahavta. Come on up, right up here, please.
Et kol mitzvotai
They're coming back later. Page 42. Let's read together. We're going to actually sing the Hebrew at the bottom of the page, so we're just going to read the English. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, O guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, for your name's sake. Be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo. Al Yerushalayim Shalom. Al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Al Yerushalayim Shalom. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Page 44. Let's read together at the top. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. We rise for the Amidah.
Yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai. Do it again. Yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai. Let's add the words out. Adonai, Sifatai Tifta, Ufi Yadid, Tehilatecha. Adonai, Sifatai Tifta. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hadorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim ויקונא הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. This coming week will be Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Day, and I want to acknowledge that by reading with you the prayer for the state of Israel, which you can find on page 259. Avinu shebashamayim, tzur Yisrael v'goalo, barech et medinat Yisrael, reshit smichat geulatenu. Let's read the English together. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. You see how important the value of peace is in that prayer. I invite you to turn in the prayer book to the prayer for peace, which you'll find on pages 142. That's the evening one. That's the morning one. Let me go to the evening one. On pages 60 and 61, and to read these prayers silently. A week from this Sunday, not this Sunday, but a week from this Sunday, we will be celebrating Israel's 75th anniversary at a celebration together with synagogues from all over this area, Tri-Valley and Contra Costa. It's hard for me to say, Contra Costa. We're going to be joining together up at a school in Alamo, and I hope that you're all going to be there. Students, I'm going to sing this song when I'm up there. And I hope that you'll sing it with me when we do it, okay? Here's how it goes. You probably have not heard this yet, but it's really easy, and it's got a part that is just an answer back part. But I think the first time you hear it, you're going to pick it up. Take a look at the middle of page 61. That's what I wanted to point out to you. The text from Isaiah that's right in the middle of page 61. This song interprets this text. Here's how it goes. I used to study war. I used to, I'm sure. Oh, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was
so I don't need to anymore. I used to raise my sword. I used to, I'm sure, oh, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. Okay, you answer back after me. Lo yes goy, lo yes, nice and loud. El goy cherem, lo yilmedu. Od milchama. Do it again, a little louder. Lo yesagoy, el goy cherem, lo yilmedu. Od milchama. I used to clench my fist. You know what to do now. I used to, I'm sure. Oh, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who. 'Cause I'm not who I was before. So I don't need to anymore. I used to give up hope. I used to, I'm sure, oh, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. Okay, answer back time. Lo yesagoy, that's it. El goy cherem, lo yilmedu. Od milchama, lo yesagoy, el goy cherem, lo yilmedu. Od milchama. I used to stand alone. I used to, I'm sure, oh, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore.
That song is by Jonathan Spike Krause. At this time in our worship, we ask for healing for members of our congregation and their loved ones who are ill. If you are praying for healing of body or healing of spirit for a loved one, I invite you to share that name with our congregation. Those of you watching online, if you are praying for healing for a loved one, please share their name in the chat so that we can also share them with those in the room. Those of you here in the sanctuary, I invite you to share names of those for whom you are praying as my eyes pass yours. Grace Carper, Hans Gawing. To those whose names we have said out loud, we add those whom we hold in our hearts. we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, God, the source of healing. Let us say together, Amen. Friends, our fourth grade has been very creative, and I'd like their teacher, Janessa Mazerlev, to tell you a little bit about what they've done. And then I'm going to set this microphone up so they can read into a mic.
Hello, my name is Janessa. I'm the fourth grade teacher. And we started off this year, we talked about community for the first lesson. And so it was like a few months back that we started doing the community unit. But the way their faces just glowed when they talked about like their friends at school and their communities here, like hanging out with each other at recess, eating bagels. It just touched them in a way that none of the other units did. So that's what we chose to do for the project here. Community, in their lives. And so they have so many different communities in their lives. We all have so many different communities in our lives. We have our personal communities, we have our little inner circles, and then our outer circles, and all the circles attached to those circles. And we really explored that in this unit. Okay, so you guys can get in a little line.
My name is Emmett Zinn.
You're going to go a little closer. We want to hear you because it's beautiful.
My name is Emmett Zinn, and a community to me means a group of people that I know and trust. A community in my life is my daycare. I have two friends at daycare, Valor and Tanner. Valor, Tanner, and I all play together, and we can trust one another. A community that is important to me is my school. My school is important to me because we play together and the teachers teach me. Adam and Eve were a community because they showed us that it is hard to be by yourself, but when you have someone by your side, it makes life more fun.
My name is Adina James, and to me, the word community means that you can work together with those other people and you have a certain relationship. I also think that if you are in a community, you should always try to see the good in others and support them. One of the communities in my life is me and my sister. We are a small community, but we still have important roles in each other's life. 75% of the time we're fighting, but sometimes we still love each other. I think that in my community with my sister Eliana, I value support most. We both support each other and always have each other's back. I would compare our relationship to Jacob and Esau's, except that it wasn't like 14 years. We can sometimes fight a lot, but we will always forgive each other. Esau got really mad at Jacob, but 14 years later they forgave each other. That's what community means to me.
My name's Allison, and to me the word community means a group of people who are there for each other and people we know we can trust. One community in my life is my neighborhood. In my community, we live together and help each other when we need it. I know my community will be there for each other. One community value is that you will never be alone when you're in a community. When the Jews were slaves in Egypt, they were a community because they were all suffering together.
Hi, my name is Gideon, and what a community means to me is people working together to accomplish a goal and to help support each other. They will be there for each other when someone needs help. A community shows up to cheer someone on.
The most important part of being a community is being kind. If someone needs food, you give them food. Being kind can be as small as saying hello. My first community is my school community. I have a lot of friends at school who are there to help me, support me, and have fun with me. My teachers can help me when I need it with my learning.
My name is Eli, and a community, in my opinion, community is a group of people that are there for you, and they stick up for you no matter what. A community in my life is my home and my school. My home is community because they are there for me if I am in pain or sad. My school is a community to me because my school teachers teach me, and I have friends there that will be there for me no matter what. My family is important because they care for me when I need it and always be there for me no matter what. My family community is like Noah in the flood because all the animals lived in peace.
My name is Ethan G. Community means my family at the dinner table. It also means friends. One community in my life is my friends playing games at recess and eating lunch, also playing video games with them. A community value that is important to me is being kind and respectful. Community to me is like Noah in the ark, but it is like our family that is big, like Noah and the animals, but in one big ark, but a house.
Hi, my name is Ethan Voss. To me, community means a group of people who work together and live together. You should also know everybody in it. An example of community is my class. I know everyone in my class. The teacher instructs us and we work on the work. In our class, we do not live together, but we are all in a class together. The reason my class is an important community to me is because I get to learn with the people in my class. I can relate the story to the story of Noah's Ark. Everybody lives and learns in harmony, just like the animals lived in harmony.
And then they all created 3D models of like representations of what their community means to them, and they're outside on the tables outside.
The writing is on the models, and so if you didn't get a chance to hear carefully, you could take time to read during the Onig and enjoy their models.
Thank you to all of our fourth graders. I'm very proud of all the things that you taught us. You taught us to think about community in different ways, but you also all taught us about how we could find examples of community in the Torah. What a great way to teach a lesson, and a great way to teach Torah. Thank you. Thank you also to your teachers, to Janessa, to Mora Tzahala David, who have worked with you all year long and have given you so much. Thank you very much, Judith, particularly for making sure they could all be heard. You know, when I found out that our fourth grade was going to teach us all about community, I said, I got it. I know exactly what I want to sing. It's not a song you've heard before, but it is one of my own songs. And it's all about community. It's really about your neighborhood and about getting along with people who might not be the same as you, who might be different, and how we can do that. Songs on my block. On my block, there's a man who doesn't walk well. On my block, there's a man who's got a cane. I'm going to do this a little higher because that's going to be too low for me to sing. I'll never get down that way.
On my block, there's a man who doesn't walk well. On my block, there's a man who's got a cane. On my block, there's a man who doesn't walk well. He's my friend, though I can't recall his name. Oh, he's my friend, Mr. Kane. On my block, there's a woman with a baby. On my block, there's a mom without a dad. On my block, there's a woman with a baby. She's my friend, and her baby's not so bad. Oh, the baby's not so bad without a dad. On my block, there's a man who wears a turban. On my block, there's a man whose skin is tan. On my block, there's a man who wears a turban. He's my friend, and I like to shake his hand. Oh, he's my friend from another land. On my block, there's a woman in her 80s. She likes to talk about the way things used to be. On my block, there's a woman in her 80s. She's my friend, and she always serves me tea. Oh, she's my friend, I like her tea. On my block are two men who live together. On my block, two men who share a home. On my block, two men who live together. They're my friends, and I'm glad they're not alone. Oh, they're my friends, they're not alone. On my block are so many different people of every faith, of every shape and size. On my block are so many different people. We're all friends, at least everybody tries. Oh, we're all friends, at least we try. Well, with that little lesson in community, let's find out what's going on in our community of Congregation Beth Emek. And our announcements tonight, if I could figure out who's going to be doing announcements tonight. Oh, Janelle Lopez, Membership Chair of Congregation Beth Emek, has this evening's announcements. Okay.
Evening. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi. It's been a beautiful service, fourth grade class. I'd also like to thank Donna DeRego back there, our tech mensch, for the live stream and Zoom service. Please join us for Kiddush and Motzi after the service, hosted by the Mazerlev Beltran family in honor of Janessa's fourth grade class service, and the yard sites of Alice and Jacob Mazer. I'm sorry? Fourth grade parents, thank you. Torah studies here and online tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Also tomorrow morning at 10:30, join us for Torah time. This is a new Shabbat for families with young children. Rabbi Milder will lead us in musical service with the story and Torah parade. Geared for children through second grade. Babies are welcome, of course. Following the service, we'll play with friends, do Torah activities, schmooze, and have a potluck lunch. Tomorrow evening, join the Social Action Committee at 7 p.m. to celebrate Earth Day and Havdalah over dessert as they discuss perspectives on climate change, what is going well, what is not going well for Earth, what we can do, and what Judaism teaches us about environmental sustainability. Admission is free, but please order tickets. This Sunday at 7:45 p.m., learn about the secrets of the Negev with Dr. Steve Rosen, Professor Emeritus in Archaeology from Ben-Gurion University. Dr. Rosen will offer personal perspectives on his work after wandering the wilderness for more than the biblical span of 40 years. Presented in person and online, tickets are free, but please register in advance. Doors open at 7:30. We all know that Rabbi Milder plays great Jewish music, but did you know he plays Irish music too? Young adults are invited for an evening out to enjoy good food and drink and to hear Rabbi Milder perform with his band, Sixpenny, at Main Street Brewery in Pleasanton, Thursday, April 27th at 6 p.m. Come when you can and stay as long as you can. And Rabbi Milder already mentioned Israel's 75th birthday at Israel Fest 75, presented by Contra Costa JCC and proudly sponsored by Congregation Beth Emek. Enjoy live musical performances, Israeli folk dancing, yoga with a Hebrew twist, lectures, films, and of course, Israeli food and refreshments. Admission is free, but pre-registration is requested for facility entry. For more news, events, and tickets and registration, check out the Once Around or the Beth Emek website. Thank you.
We are in the midst of the period called the counting of the Omer between Pesach and Shavuot, and you can find the blessing for the counting of the Omer in the prayer book on page 278. This is our countdown from redemption to revelation, from Egypt to Sinai. We read together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sirat haomer. Hayom shisha asar yom, shehem shnei shavuot, u'shnei yamim laomer. Today is the 16th day of the Omer, which equals, how many weeks and days is that? 16 days. How many weeks and days? How many weeks? 2 weeks and 2 days. There you go. We continue now with an English setting for Aleinu. Let us adore on page 283. Please rise. 283. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto the one who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God. There is none else. Mishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamachim hakadosh baruch. You may be seated. Page 285. Please read with me. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Page 287. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Ushemo echad. Judaism teaches us the sacred duty of memory. On this Shabbat, we remember those whose yahrzeit occurred during the past week. I invite those who are observing yahrzeit for the following to rise as I recite their names. Donald Banks, William Dennels, Pearl Holtz, Ethel Russman, Joseph Stern, Bernard Townsley, Sheila Uranowitz, Henry S. Weil. And I invite all those who are observing the first year of mourning to rise at this time. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise as one congregation, united by memory and compassion, to praise God's name. Mourner's Kaddish may be found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'al ma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mivarach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Let us say together, amen. You may be seated. Following our closing song, we're going to join together in the social hall for Kiddush and Motzi. Please come in and pick up a cup of wine or grape juice. The red cups are wine, the white cups are grape juice, and pick up a piece of challah, and we'll all join together in the blessings. So our closing song is Adon Olam, page 321. And as you heard, I like to play Irish music. You don't have to be a young adult to come this coming Thursday to hear it. Anybody's welcome. But Harry taught me this. We're all young adults, aren't we? Harry taught me this, that this Irish melody actually works really well for Adon Olam. So thank you for introducing this to me. We're gonna sing it together. You'll get it. If you haven't heard it already, you'll pick it up really fast. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefzo kol azay malach shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol livado yimoch Torah ve'hu hayam ve'hu hoveh ve'hu yiyeh b'tifara. Ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni laham shelo lahakbira be'li reshit be'li tachlit ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamizra ve'hu eli ve'chai go'ali ve'tzorchev li be'ein sara ve'hu nisi u'manos li menachotzi ve'yom ekra. Beyado avkid ruchi ve'eti shad ve'achira ve'im ruchi geriati Adonai li velo ira Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nevra le'et nasa v'chefzo kol azay malach shemo nikra. One more time. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nevra le'et nasa v'chefzo kol azay malach shemo nikra. Shabbat Shalom. Wow. Sounds just like Jethro Tull. I mean, it's just
Absolutely.
fabulous. Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's gather together in the social hall.
That was great.
Yeah,
That was really, really, really pretty, you know?